Welcome everybody. Today, I have a work in progress for you. And it is side quests. We start with our player, Rachel, the Queen's cook. She is told that the Queen wishes to speak with her. Rachel travels to the Queen's study where she is given a list of things the Queen wants to eat for supper. The Queen gives Rachel 10 gold to purchase the ingredients for her supper at the market. Rachel travels to the market to purchase the ingredients from the shopkeeper. At the shop, Rachel is greeted by Harold, the shopkeeper. Rachel proceeds to purchase the pig, carrots, and cabbage for the Queen's supper. Now she must go to her kitchen and prepare the meal. Once the meal is prepared, Rachel delivers it to the Queen in the dining room. The Queen asks for her change and sends Rachel on her way. When Rachel returns to the kitchen, we find that the Queen has given Rachel 1 gold for her hard work. End quest. We begin creating our side quest by creating our player, Rachel, the Queen's cook. I also created a new class, Servant, for Rachel. Then I added some ingredients and meals to our items. I create a starting position here in the kitchen for Rachel. Then I made a trigger event, James, a member of the Queen's household, to start the quest. The control switch, Queen's supper, is turned on. This is the switch for the Queen event in the study. Rachel exits to the left while James goes to the right, removing him seamlessly from the scene. I create movement routes for both the player and the event. They are moving at the same time, so James appears to just be going about his duties. Now we have the Queen event giving us the request for her supper. I use different color fonts to give the player clear instructions for what they need to get from the market. I gave the player more gold than was required. This is a bit of a wink for something else I have planned for this quest in the future. I set up a basic shop with a bit of dialogue and added more items than necessary to make it seem less bare. Poor Harold is not just here for your every whim. Back in the kitchen, we have a bit of event crafting. By checking to see if the player has the required items, the pig, carrots, and cabbage which they just bought from the shop. The event will then add the meal item to the player and remove the ingredient items. The player now has the final product, the Queen's supper. We are alerted when the meal is finished, and the event turns off the Queen's supper switch, and turns on the deliver meals switch. This turns the Queen in the study off, and turns the Queen in the dining room on. The final event checks to see if the player has the Queen's supper item. If the player does have the meal, then 4 of the remaining gold is removed, leaving the player with 1 gold. And then the player is transferred back to the kitchen, where they are alerted to the reward of +1 gold. This was a fun little side quest that incorporated a few different things. We had movement routes. We had a shop. We had control characters for fonts. We even had crafting in the form of an event. Lots of little things when combined gave the player a nice little side quest. I hope you enjoyed today's journey. Have a very nice day.